Back in January, Senator Josh Hawley of Missouri did what many Democrats have done in previous presidential election cycles. He voted against certifying the results pending a review. For daring to cast that vote, Hawley became the most reviled man in Washington. Democrats demanded his expulsion from Congress. And then Hawley's publisher, Simon & Schuster, suggested that he was somehow an accessory to violence and insurrection. In a press release, Simon & Schuster denounced Hawley and canceled his book contract. The book, ironically, was about the danger of big media companies. Shortly after this happened, we invited Josh Hawley on this show to talk about it. The people who run Simon & Schuster are now so crazed with ideology that they can't bear to hear a contrary view expressed? I mean, what does that portend for the country?
Well, I think it really shows, Tucker, that we're in a period where the First Amendment values and principles of freedom of speech, also freedom of worship, freedom of religion, these things are really under attack by some quarters, by many quarters. And again, I come back to the fact that this is something, the First Amendment is something that unites us as Americans. And in this time of division, in this time of chaos, we've got to stand strong for that.
Simon & Schuster isn't the government, it's a private company, but Hawley's point about the First Amendment is real. What good is free speech if you can't exercise it? But for me personally, what happened to Josh Hawley was more than an academic question. At the time his book was canceled, I was also under contract to produce a book for Simon & Schuster, a collection of magazine journalism. Simon & Schuster was paying me to do it, but it still seemed cowardly not to address directly what they had just done to Josh Hawley. So I called the head of the company, the CEO, John Karp, and I told him that I thought canceling a book for partisan reasons was disgusting and wrong, and that it set a very bad precedent for American publishing. Then I told him I wanted to write about what he had done in my new book, as a kind of snapshot of what was happening across the country. So I started to report on it. In the end, I interviewed John Karp and other Simon & Schuster executives at some length and on the record. I asked them, under what circumstances are you willing to censor the political views of your authors? It turned out to be an amazing series of conversations. They were highly uncomfortable, as you can imagine, but fascinating. Their answers, some of them honest, some of them lies, revealed in the clearest possible way how corporate America undermines free speech and the country itself. Last week, Simon & Schuster confirmed that they will publish my account of their censorship. CEO John Karp has said he will come on this show to explain what he's done and attempt to justify it. We assume he will keep his word. We hope so. That book comes out the week of August 10th. You can pre-order it now.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.